I'm Dave Rasmussen. I'm a solution architect for Simplus. I've been in the Salesforce world for about 8 or 9 years. Prior to that, I did business analysis for software design in a .NET shop. Prior to that, I actually was a paralegal. Here's what happens with a typical engagement, be it a quick start or be it a 200K deal. Either way, the ideas behind solid solution design are in fact technology agnostic and has nothing to do with Salesforce. So, step one, identify the process and the pain. Everyone's trying to chase their customer, everyone's trying to help keep their customer happy, and everyone has a work process even though they may or may not know what that process is. People don't go to work thinking, oh, I'm going to perform a process today. People go to work and there's stuff on their desk and they want to know, okay, how do I get this off my desk and do it? So as we're engaging with our customers, okay, well, you don't know what your process is, that's fine. What's on your desk that you need help getting rid of? Let's take a look at that document. Where does it come from? Who gave it to you? What prompted them to give that document to you? Well, let's take a look at it and see how we can parse that out into data elements that you might want to track in Salesforce. Overall process analysis is a great way to get started, and it works on small projects and it works on enterprise scale projects as well. So now that I have a process, I need to translate that into requirements. As a Salesforce consultant, requirements are going to take the form of, is this a configuration type of a requirement? Is it something Salesforce offers out of the box? Or is this a coding requirement? So once we have our process model, another effective technique in figuring out the next steps with the client is to do some wireframing. So a wireframe is usually just a graphical depiction of this is what we expect the screen is going to look like. Now, one of the great things about Salesforce is with all of the robust declarative tools, you can really just get in there and start creating fields and drag and drop type of technology in order to come up with what you want that screen to look like. But in the event you run into something custom or there's a process that is not easily supported by Salesforce, that's when you're going to want to invest in maybe a prototyping tool. And maybe that's just pen and paper. But there are a variety of tools out there that allow you to create low resolution or high resolution wireframes. Once you have that graphical depiction, then you can go back to your client and say, okay, can you imagine or visualize yourself working with this? Iterate over that. You're going to get what the actual functionality and expected behavior is from Salesforce. So we've got our process model, we've got our wireframe. Another really effective technique is called the context diagram. So a context diagram is about actors and interfaces. So imagine that you're developing a solution for your client, and it's just imagine it as a big black box. So we're going to build this black box system. So who's going to interact with it? Well, hopefully your client has an idea of what type of a person is going to interact with their Salesforce solution. They'll probably do it themselves as the project sponsor, but get them talking about, okay, well, what other types of departments are going to use Salesforce, and have a conversation about the different stakeholders surrounding your project. There are a variety of additional tools on top of that, but learning how to use each of those things effectively is really going to help you come up with a solution that's really solving your client's pain. I'm your Salesforce consultant. I'm here to help you. If you have additional questions about Salesforce implementation or customization, you can mention us at Simplus now or hashtag AskSimplus.